Alright, welcome back to Diddly Squat Gaming. Today we are hopefully going to finish Super Order. This is now the 4th time I've done it. So let's go ahead and fire up our truck here. Turn off the parking brake. And let's get moving, and I'll start explaining everything that's going on. And hopefully what I figured out is the root of my problem. But even though I've scanned it using Windows and the little scan tool that they have, it's saying that there's no errors with the drive. But so far I can't seem to get a video to record past 6 minutes. I also lost my Photoshop file that had my thumbnail thing. So if you guys start watching these, the thumbnail is going to be slightly different. I'm gonna try to recreate it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to completely redo it. So but other than that, I started recording to my new hard drive. I didn't even think about that, and that's the sad part, is that 10 years ago, that would have been the first thing I thought, that I'm having issues with the drive. I'm still not 100% sure if that's true, but I did make a recording about 10 minutes long and that seemed to be fine. So I'm probably going to stop this recording halfway or so, just double check it to make sure that everything is hunky-dory, because I have made, what was it? I think I made 3 recordings after this. So I spent 3 hours recording videos. Probably more than that. Well, more than that, because there was an issue with the lumber. Because I've decided, and I guess I'm telling you guys for the first time now, because it never got out there. But I'm gonna do the lumber runs as well. At least one of them. I think that would suffice. We are just over 90% done with Michigan, so I really wanted to hit. I want to be over 95, because I don't know how much they can consider the speed task, or whatever they call them. What are those called? The contest. That's what they're called. So anyways, after we get done with this Super Order, we will do log workers. And yeah, so that perfect example of what happens is they made me go to the quarry. And you gotta ship logs down to the quarry, and I was using the P16, and yeah, let's just say there was a glitch, and right before, as I was going up the hill to that loading area, the logs fell off the truck and I could not make the turn. And yeah, I had to start all over. So anyways, needless to say, it took me much more than 3 hours to actually do recording, but I only had 3 hours worth of footage. And all that has been lost because I go to play it on after rendering it, and it only gets to about 6 minutes and 10 seconds, and all 3 files just stop working. I can't copy and paste the files anywhere. It keeps giving me an error, and I scanned the drive, and Windows thinks everything is fine. I think I turned a little too early, but that's okay. Windows says everything's fine, so I'm not really sure what's going on. My guess is the drive is kaput. I was able to pull everything else off of it, except for obviously the video files that I made, and unfortunately the Photoshop file that I make the thumbnails with. So needless to say, that will change slightly. I do have, you know, the SnowRunner logo and all that still, and I've been able to access that. So if you guys know what I'm experiencing, if you have any clue, if you're better with computers than I am, which probably isn't that hard, let me know. Let me know if that's probably the issue. Like I said, I am recording to a whole nother drive. So that should theoretically take care of that issue, I hope. Because I'm getting really frustrated at this point. It's been, I think, almost 2 weeks now. I've already spent, I don't know, like $500 on the computer itself, and it's still having issues. So, and I know not everything I did to the computer was to fix the issue that I was having, but yeah. So, anyways, I just want things to work. It's frustrating, right? When things don't work, and then I'm the person who hates doing multiple things over again, or things multiple times. So the fact that I'm doing this for a 5th time now, I think, I'm ready to be done with it. So, but anyways, that's kind of the name of the game now. I will be finishing this order in this episode, and due to the holidays, I think I'm going to end up going down to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday until I'm back from vacation, which I believe is like middle of January. So I'm going to try to get enough recording done before I leave, so that you guys can have some videos to watch, because everyone seems to be really enjoying them. So I want to make sure that I keep interest up, and with us making it to Alaska soon, it should create a lot of not influence, whatever that word is, excitement or whatever. But too bad I'm not a linguist. Nope. And there I go again, hitting the wrong button on my steering wheel. It's all right. We're gonna take this shortcut, I guess. But anyway, so let's talk more about what we're doing today. So we have to go all the way up to Black River, and we have to take vehicle spare parts and fuel. So we're gonna go up here to the fuel station, and we're gonna pick up some fuel, and then we're gonna run up to the warehouse and pick up the vehicle spare parts. We're gonna take them all the way to Black River, and then on our way back, we're gonna pick up the metal beams and concrete slab, which the metal beams are in Black River, and then the concrete slab are in this map's warehouse. No, I said something wrong. The vehicle spare parts are in the, let's just look real quick. It's in whatever this is called up here. The service hub, that's what it's called. There we go. So the warehouse is here. So vehicle spare parts, Black River has the metal beams, and the fuel is right here. So I explained that better, I think, on my 3rd time. I actually had a nice little, I did a bunch of waypoints and made it all pretty looking, and lo and behold, I ended up missing one of the waypoints, so most of them just didn't get counted. So but yeah, so anyways, that's what I've been going through, and I just want to give you guys a shout out and say thanks to sticking with me, and as I work through these problems. I wish I could solve the problem a little bit quicker, but I think it's the drive. It's got to be the drive. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's a new copy of Windows. It's all freshly installed OBS, SnowRunner, Photoshop even though Photoshop's never been the issue, but for some reason now the Photoshop file is corrupted for this game, so I'm gonna have to remake it, which makes me think that I should probably create a backup, just because if I had one, I wouldn't have to do a lot of this reworking and whatnot. So definitely, probably, maybe going to have a backup. I actually have a 4 gig external hard drive that I think I can throw everything on, don't quite want to redo it, just because I'm not sure what the read speeds are on it, and if I'm filming video or recording, I guess, video. I thought maybe that was the issue, is that the read-write speed on the drive was too slow, and so it was causing an error that way. But like I said, I don't get any errors from OBS. No warnings, nothing like that. I don't get any skipping or pausing or hesitation in the preview for OBS. So I don't think it's OBS. What else could it be? I really don't know. Like, it can't be a virus or anything like that because it's a fresh copy of Windows. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I'm right about the hard drive, or if there's something else that I'm not thinking of. I know a little bit about computers, or I should say I know enough about computers. So hopefully. But anyways, let's get some more fuel. And then we will grab... Oops, there we go. Grab some fuel. And then we'll swing around, hopefully not hit a tree. This truck, I think this is the biggest downside to this truck, is the turning radius. It's not the best. Not the best at all. It's sorry, I just had to adjust the volume. I was kind of sitting here and quiet, and it made me think, so we definitely don't want me thinking. I don't want my wife to come down here and start thinking the house is on fire because I'm thinking and there's smoke coming out. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I think I could probably go into auto too to speed this up. Might help a little bit. Now, the funny thing is that in Drummond Island, there are metal beams and there are concrete slabs. And all I have to do is have a crane to pick them up. But I think I'm just going to bypass them and just pick them up as I drive past the pickup locations on our way, because we don't have to go out of our way at all. It's actually a very efficient route that we're taking. I don't know if I planned that on purpose or if the game developers planned this on purpose, but that's the way it works. So, and then we'll just power slide the trailer and smack it off of the wolf grip sign. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw the parking brake on. Let's grab vehicle spare parts, not service spare parts. That would have been an agonizing trip back. I have yet to do that yet. Yet to do that yet. Does that make sense? But I have yet to do that, where I, at least on this mission, I have not picked up service parts and thought they were vehicle spare parts. So that's some good news. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. And we're gonna go into neutral just for fun. See if I can control it going down. I think this is the fastest this truck's ever been in this game. Oh no, no, no. Oh. Come on, auto. There we go. I don't know why my brain didn't want to think of where auto is, but that's in fifth gear. So that was a slight catastrophe that we avoided there. So that's always nice. And I'm gonna get a sip of water while we're loading. Oh, all right. I still don't like the fact that they put the parking brake on when you switch areas, but I get it. It probably would cause more issues if they didn't have the parking brake on. Although I think they're all relatively flat, and I love how that sign goes flying every time. It's those little glitches that I like laughing at, because it you know, while it's a glitch and it's probably relatively easily fixable. Oh, I forgot I had a brain fart. I was like, I have to go left there, but that's for the logging, which I just did yesterday, which is a loss. So, oh man, things you do for streaming / YouTube content creating and whatever other name this is called and or goes by. So, the house, I believe we go straight through town. We'll turn as if we're going to pick up the metal slabs, but we'll go straight off into the woods, and then it's over there. So I'll pull the map up once we get into town, and we'll take a look and see where we have to go. Really hope this works this time, because actually the next one. I am getting kind of frustrated by this not working, so I probably should. If you guys have any recommendations for secondary hard drives that are good for recording, I don't know if it's just the constant writing and unwriting and rewriting and all that fun stuff that it's kind of screwing up my hard drive. I'm a little nervous. I mean, I don't want to use it, but it's a 2 terabyte hard drive now, so I'm like, I don't know if I just reformat it, if it would fix the issue, or if I should just throw it away because I don't want to risk it erroring out again. And yeah, it looks. I stopped using the steering wheel. Yeah, it's right there. So, whoa. That's interesting. We must have advanced by accident. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any recommendations for hard drives, because I would love. They're in auto, so let's just go. I would love to get something that's a lot more reliable. I don't know if it's like a Western Digital Red. I think those ones are made for like good for security, because they constantly get rewritten over. That might be the same case where it's okay. Decided to accelerate backwards, and let's drop off the vehicle spare parts as well. Oh. Oh, sorry, it's the fuel that we need to drop off. And boom, that part is that's done. So, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know if I need a hard drive that's. I think it's the red. That would be good for multiple rewritings. I mean, it makes sense that it would. It would make sense because I'm constantly writing. I think the files are roughly 30 gigs now, as I smash into something behind me that I don't even know. What was I smashing into? Anyways. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm writing about 30 gigs an hour, give or take, if that makes sense. And so I'm constantly writing and deleting, and I think that's probably what maybe screwed up this hard drive. And I just bought the hard drive that I have in it now, which I I've already forgotten the stats on it. I think it's the Western Digital Black. It's not the fast one. I want to say, you know what, I'll look it up later and I'll get you guys what the hard drive is. Let me know if that's a good hard drive for doing this video editing and things, because I don't want to screw that one up. I don't mind it, you know, running the games and having I was not really gonna have the videos on it, but anyways, I think you know what I'm saying. I can't talk right now and think at the same time. It's pretty bad. Plus I'm driving too, so I'm talking, thinking, driving. It's all a huge mess. So let's grab the steel beams. Let's get back on the road. We're probably going to take this shortcut through here. Might as well. Nobody's here to complain about it, us cutting through. And there definitely ain't no cops in the road, so you don't have to worry about getting a ticket. Although I thought about that. I thought about, you know, is there a way that I could incorporate penalties, like you get like $100 fine for speeding, or probably a bit more for speeding, although it's hard to tell your speed in this game. Oh wow, yeah. One more thing, I had a comment from somebody saying that they would like the oops, if I can remember where it is, the thing on the bottom, the KSIVA, I don't even know what it's called. Oh, hide. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They wanted to get rid of that because it apparently bugged them. So it definitely does make it a cleaner HUD display. So I am all happy to do that because yeah, I don't need it. Don't care. There's enough people playing this game that if they want to identify what model, I think it's the make of the game files, isn't it? Something like that. Anyway, it basically has to do with the developers, and they know what iteration the game is, and so if there's errors, they can figure out faster or better. Maybe it's just lazier. Whoa! Yes, I'm doing a grind rail. No, rail grind. That's what I meant to say. What's that saying? Strike it and reverse it? The good old Willy Wonka saying. Which I am excited because I got tickets to go on the 28th to go see it. So didn't really think I needed to see it until I saw the preview of it, and then I'm like, ooh, yeah, that looks like it could be entertaining. Plus, I'm a huge fan of the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Not a fan of what Tim Burton did. Although I like most of his stuff. That's oh, we gotta go this way. That was not one of them. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about Hugh Grant being a Oompa Loompa, but yeah, we'll get over it, because obviously you can't have little people. I don't even know if I'm allowed to call them little people. But I think that's the last correct way to say it that I know of. But you know, you definitely can't have little people running around as monks or Oompa Loompas, not munchkins. That's Wizard of Oz. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things. It is what it is. I think they probably could have just made a CGI creature, I guess, because that's what a Oompa Loompa is a made-up creature, so you can't really you can't really turn it into a PC thing, but I'm sure somebody would probably. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking about it now because it's not really worth it to lose viewers over it. So I just don't know how I'm going to feel about Hugh Grant playing that role, but we'll see. That's all we can do. You either like it or hate it. You can form an opinion on it, but you don't have to tell anyone your opinion. And yeah, so I'm sure I might mention it somewhere in a couple episodes after I see it. But I'll just let you know if I liked it. And the answer is probably yes, because I've heard good things about it. So, anyways, let's stop. We're not here to talk about movie reviews. So, yeah, but totally. Let me know in the comments if you guys saw. I think it's just called Wonka. Yeah, I think it's called Wonka. So let me know if you guys saw it. Let me know what you thought about it. And yeah, so we are on our way to. Nope, we got to go across the river. I always think the warehouse is before the dam. I don't know why. Apparently I don't play this game enough. But it's definitely after the dam. And I'm right about 27 minutes right now, give or take. So I may stop the video just to see if it seems to be recording good. I did have to do a bunch of when I reloaded the computer. I did have to reload OBS, which meant I had to reconfigure the microphones, and luckily I was smart. And also throw this in the comments if you guys know, is there a way to export all your filters so that you can just double click a file and have them all load to the settings that they were? I couldn't figure it out, although I don't remember looking overly hard. I just kind of scanned the options to see if it was an option, and I didn't see anything. So, but yeah, let me know if that's an option where you can export all your filters and then have them reload. Because basically what happened is I was at least smart enough to go through and take photos of all my settings and all the filters and the orders that they were in. But when I went back through and I put in all the values and everything for all the filters, the limiter seemed to actually think it's the expander that does this. Whoops. Oh, wow. Ouch. That hurt. Ooh. I just realized we have 4 gallons of gas. We gotta get to that. We gotta get across the bridge and get to that gas tank. Oh, how did this happen? Did I talk too long? I must have talked too long with it running. Because I remember I had... What did I have? I had maybe 5 or 6 gallons by the time I got to the tanker. No! Chugging. We're chugging. We're chugging. Oh! Oh, guys, this is horrible. Alright, let's stop the engine. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't quite see it. But yeah, right there's our fuel carrier. I took too long talking. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna be a little preemptive. Jump to it, thank you. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to recover this because I want, I'm going to customize this for our next, definitely want this one. We're going to sell this one. So we only technically paid $3,800, or yeah, $3,800 for that one. Do I want to upgrade these tires? Yeah, like they're actually worse in the mud. So I'm gonna keep the ones that are on here. Stock, suspension, all that's fine. And I thought you could turn this into all-wheel drive. Maybe I'm thinking of the twin steer. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. But anyway, so we are going to leave the garage. We are going to... Although, you know what? I was going to pick up the tanker. Or the trailer, but we don't need the trailer because we're not going. Maybe I should go that way. Nah, I'm not going that way. All the logs we have to pick up are in Black River. So we'll just take this truck. It's not the fastest. I probably could have grabbed a Scout. But you know what? We'll use this. We'll use this truck. So I'm just after 30 minutes. I think what I'm going to do is once I refill our tractor trailer with the fuel from this truck, I'm going to stop and double check the video and make sure that it is running, because I'm gonna be, I don't know what I'm if I end up not having viable footage. I need to find somebody who knows OBS and what's going on, because I do not know. I'm hoping it's the hard drive issue. I really do. I think with the errors that I was getting with not being able to copy the files over, and now the Photoshop file doesn't work, I think that's the cause. Even though Windows says everything's fine, there's no errors with the drive. I'm not really sure how the error thing is deciding whether or not there's no errors, but yeah, I was able to pull all my other files off of my D drive, which is what I use for recording, or did use for recording. So I was able to pull that off and put onto my backup drive, but yeah, for some reason it's just a weird glitch. So, and unfortunately, I forgot what I was talking about when oh, I remember now, my OBS settings. That's what it was. So anyways, I go through all my photos, I put in the filters and all that fun stuff. I put the Marvel EQ back on, and for some reason when I did that, it decided not to kind of set that limiter so that I would have the blowout issue if I talk too loud. You would just get that gargle, you know, blown speaker sound. So I ended up having to move the filter or the EQ up under the expander, I think it was. It's either the expander or the compressor. So I had to move it, and it seemed to have fixed the issue. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, if you guys know how to export my current filters to a file so that if I have to do a reboot again, I can just kind of double click or load that file, and then I will have all my settings, and hopefully they would all be correct. Alright, so let's stop engine, change truck. We're gonna refuel. You know what? I'm gonna take all the gas. It's fine. With that said, let's go ahead and put this in auto. I'm probably not even going to bother to fill up at this semi-truck, or the fuel tanker up here. We're just going to let that slide. And yeah, I'm actually, you know what? Let me stop the recording. If you guys never see this, then you'll know that the recording failed and that I quit doing YouTube. So let's find out if recording to a different hard drive is or will fix the issue, I guess. All right, good news. The recording seems to be good to go. I went about every 30 seconds all the way through, all 30 minutes or so. and there was a small issue with an audio in one spot, but I must have been looking away from the microphone because the second I looked back at the screen, it seemed to pick up again. So hopefully that will I'll train myself to be better at just staring at the main screen that I'm looking at. If you guys are curious, I do have a triple monitor setup. They are 2K monitors, that's why I record in 2K. Maybe I'll start recording in 4K. I don't know if it's necessary. I did want to get I did want 4K monitors when I upgraded my monitors about a year ago. Wow, it's already been a year. Jeez, that's crazy. Anyways, I really wanted the 4K monitors because I'm like, I have a 3080 Ti. I have the computer to support triple 4K monitors. And believe it or not, the guy at the computer store talked me out of it because he said something about having to do some type of adjustment to the monitors every once in a while. He's like, every 6 months or whatever, 3 months, you have to run this scan thing to clean the monitor or something. And I was just like, I just kind of questioned it, and I'm like, okay. And I probably should have left the store at that point and, you know, gone and researched it because, you know, that's what most people would have done. Instead, I looked at, you know, a 4K monitor and then looked at the 2K monitor and was like, well, the price is like, I don't remember. I think I got these monitors for like $130 a piece. Like it was kind of stupid cheap. And so I thought to myself, I was like, well, I'm getting 3 of them. I might as well save the money. If 4K is really that, you know, big of a pain in the butt to actually have right now, which I don't know why you would have to do stuff to it. So let me know in the comments. This video should have a ton of comments I think that's the 4th time I've said it. But let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about or if the guy was full of crap. Clearly, I mean, normally you'd be like, no, you don't want 2K, get 4K, because, you know, they're padding their commission, but my guess is they probably don't work on commission because companies are too cheap to pay people commission anymore. I actually used to work with sales and commission, and you could make a killing, a lot more than, you know, minimum wage that they pay now. So it's kind of a shame that it's come down to that, but you know, it is what it is. That's why I don't work in sales anymore. But yeah, so let's see, what else can we talk about while we're driving? Because last time I did this, I just did one of the sounds of the game kind of thing. And let me know in the comments this time if you guys like that, or if you rather have me just, you know, talk, or if you just want to, you know, when I have long trails or long drives like this, just to shut up and let the game make all the sounds. So but yeah, last time I was just like, yeah, we're just gonna do sounds of the game, and just gave me a chance to rest my voice, because I think this was probably the 2nd time now that I think about it, but I was definitely pushing multiple episodes on that day, so I was ready for a small break. But it's funny, I've noticed that speaking of taking small breaks for my voice, I've noticed that my voice is getting deeper the more I do these commentary things. So I'm actually kind of liking that, because I've never really been a fan of my voice, especially when I heard it back on recording. That has always been a nightmare for me to listen back to. So I think that was one of the main reasons why I never started YouTubing, because I was like, nobody's gonna want to listen to me. My voice is horrible. It sounds like I'm a little high on the octave scale or whatever. But I've noticed that I think my voice is getting more and more harsh, or whatever you want. It's getting deeper, and it will be interesting to kind of go back and watch the first couple of videos that I did. Although the first couple of videos I did, I didn't have audio at all because of my voice, right? I didn't do audio. I saw a handful of YouTubers that just either type and do commentary through type, or they just don't have any at all. Which I don't like those videos overly. Like, I usually don't watch them very long. But I saw that, you know, these YouTubers had subscribers and they had views, and I was like, oh well, I guess it's, you know, there's a market for it. Which is fine if that's your thing, but I'm not a huge fan of watching videos with no commentary. So is that such a short corner? Yeah, so anyways, hey, look at that, we're all the way up at the top of the hill, so we can go straight into Drummond Island. And I'm gonna have to look into my settings and see if my draw distance. Let's actually do that once we get there. I've noticed there's been a lot of things popping up. And I don't, yeah, it's weird. I've never noticed that before. So I don't know if that was just, let's go into, nope, it's options. Oops. I'm still trying to figure out what buttons do what on this wheel. I know they're marked the same as the controller, but instinctively, I just know how to use the controller. So settings, I guess it would be under video. I'm gonna limit this. Yeah, I'm gonna limit it to 30. I only record in 30 FPS. Actually, I don't record in 30 FPS. Geez. Let's limit it to 60. Yeah. But what I do is I record in 60 frames a second, and then when I do my rendering of the video, I change it to 30. Maybe I'll start doing 60s. Let me know in the comments another time. And we'll go from there and see what's going on. But latency, video preset, custom. Ooh, yeah. Why is... Yeah, we're going ultra. I'm going all the way up on the settings. I'm glad I finished that sentence. Hopefully I don't have to restart the game. Alright, we are in ultra mode now, so let's travel to Drummond Island. Oh look, and there's the P16. Alright, let's skip the cutscene. Let's see if we no, hold on one second. I know that this might switch things out or whatever. I just want to open up my task manager so I can keep an eye on the performance levels of the computer while I deal with having the ultimate settings on this game. So right now, just so you guys have a rough idea of what I'm looking at, to refuel as I drive. I'm going to tell you the stats. So my CPU is running at 32%, which isn't bad because it's also doing the recording. Now I know I've seen people mention that they have a separate computer doing the recordings. I'm not really sure how you set that up, but I've got about 6 computers around me right now, so and 3 of them are actually really relatively new within the last 2 years, processor / motherboard. So that's another story though. So anyways, my CPU, and it's a 2700 Ryzen 7 2700. So I think it's from like 2018. So it's, oh no, Yeah, end of 2018, beginning of 2019, I think. Because, yeah, I would say 2019 because I bought it the year that I started doing my own company, and so I needed a newer computer. So anyways, here's the steel beams that I was talking about that I just needed a crane, but I was lazy, so I got them from Black River. Anyways, so that's the CPU that I'm using. My memory is 32 gigs, so I just recently upgraded that not too long ago. And I was debating about going to 64, but I mean, I'm only using 10 gigs right now. So I feel like 64 is probably overkill. We are going to the port, so we gotta go this way. And my C drive is running at 0%, which is fantastic for some reason. Literally, I'm recording in 2K and my hard drive isn't even being used really. Although my read speed, no, sorry, not my read. My write speed is about 8.4 megabytes a second, so that gives you a rough idea of how much data is being processed right now. Anyways, I'm not going to tell you about the other hard drives because they're all sitting at 0 because, well, I'm not using them. Plus, it's so hard to look at the stats of the task manager on the computer and then also drive this this track. So, oh man, and we're gonna scrape there. That's all right. And there's the concrete slabs that I was talking about as well. So that actually reminds me that I kind of wish you had to buy your materials. I don't have a lot of materials laying around, so it probably wouldn't affect me that much, but I still feel like you should buy your materials that you're picking up. Like, yeah, so especially if you're getting paid. Anyways, and then the big gun, I guess, in the computer is the 3080 Ti, which is, I know it's a Gigabyte Eagle, but at the time that I bought it, which was at the height of the shortage of graphics cards, it was almost, well, actually, it was the cheapest option that I had. So I think I paid $1,600 for it. So it was kind of dumb, but it's let's just say it's paid itself off since then. So I'll let you guys kind of try to figure that one out. But yeah, so now it's my gaming GPU. So anyways, that is running at 50%, give or take, depending on fluctuating between 50 and 60, and it's only running at 64 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty chill and relaxed for running a game on ultra settings. Not really sure why my settings were so low, but I suppose when I reloaded my game, I never bothered to change it from the default. So anyways, so now we are sneaking into the port, and the fun thing about the port is that there is a Caterpillar sitting here that I think I used once and never went back to. So it's kind of hilarious that I completely forgot I had this truck. So here it is on the left, just as you're around the corner, and it's sitting right there with the trailer. So and it's actually in our loading area, but I guess it's more of an unloading area. But that's all right. We don't need any room. So let's go ahead and complete the super order and get a whopping $32,650 and 2,740 experience. So pretty good. It's pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do to wrap up this episode is take back this trailer. Oh, let's take the trailer all the way back to the trailer store. kind of hard to do this when you're not looking at where you're going. This is, you know what? This is funny. This is so much harder to do because I'm looking backwards. Messing with my head. Whoop. Oh, I even had the wrong foot pedal that time. So, as you can see, not very good at backing up. What is up that way? I've never... Oh, never mind. Slap that out of the way. Ooh, that hurt. Alright, you know what? No more looking at the back of the trailer. I probably should have just gone into a interior view. Definitely would have done that a lot better. Alright, so as the sun sets, let's go take this trailer back and get rid of it, and we can actually recover this truck. And I might... Stop. I might come back and grab the cats and that back to the trailer store as well. I have had some comments of just picking up the trailers and letting you guys know how much I had sitting in trailers, so that might be a thing I do later in the game, maybe as like a little break from Alaska. More damage to my fuel tank. I am just racking up the points with damage today. But yeah, so I'll probably do that in a couple episodes. It's not overly fun to drive all the trailers back to go and pick them up, so I definitely will do it off camera if I do it. Let's go ahead and turn on. Oops. Oh, I thought I was in the clear, and I thought I was gonna hit it, and then I was like, no, I'm good, and I let my foot off the brake and I hit it. It's a good thing I don't drive from this view in real life. More damage. That's cool. I like that. Oh, there's more damage. How do I just keep hitting the fuel tanks? That's kind of strange. You know what I should do? Can I... Let's throw that on. Let's turn around. Let's stop the engine so that I don't run out of gas this time. Oh, I can't even... Alright, whatever. You know what? We're too far away from it. Don't worry about it. I was going to try to drag this trailer back. Maybe I should get off the rock face. I was going to try to drag it back and see if I could... see if I could actually get it. But it's too far away, so we'll get it some other time. And there's more damage to the fuel tanks. Holy crap, did I like break off a fuel tank guard or something? Like, I don't know what I did, but that is that's crazy. I think I've had what, 5 hits on the fuel tank over just 1 point each. I'm gonna bypass that one. I'm probably going to regret that, but I don't think any of this is that bad to get through. This is probably the worst of it there. Oh, this has been sitting here forever, so I'm really hopeful about getting rid of this. Perfect. That's now taken care of. I probably should have done that the episode where I dumped it out of the trailer, but you know what? It is what it is, and now it's gone, so. I think when we get to Alaska, though, we're going to have to change the color of this truck. We're going to have to pick something more... Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know what that was. A little bit of hesitation. CPU is still running at 20 to 30%, and my GPU is still running at 50%. So, not really sure what that stutter was from. Probably some other program loading on the computer. And this actually kind of reminds me, I probably should set a restore point for my computer. You know what it might have been? I think it's the film grain. I never turned off the film grain. Let me know what you guys think of the film grain. I have never been a fan of it. I don't even like it in films. I don't know. It just, to me, it makes all the the good looking imagery that you have look like crap. Not a fan of it. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll turn the film grain off if you want me to, or I'll leave it on if you want me to. So, I'm pretty much here to do whatever you guys want. So, I bet you my wife would have loved to hear me say that. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this trailer off. We'll sell it. We'll make a whopping $6,600. I think it's $6,600 for this one. I really do think it was the film grain, because it is like, see how it just, I don't know, it looks all film grainy. Like I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. So, but I'll get used to it if you guys want me to. So let's go ahead and close that, put the parking brake on so we don't roll out. I wish it would just automatically stop the truck when you go into the trailer store menu, but it's $6,800. I was off by $200. All right, so there we are, done. We are done with most of Michigan. I don't want to say all of Michigan, but let's go ahead and recover that. We're going to jump to the menu. We are going to find the P16. We are also going to recover this, and then we're going to leave the garage right away, because we got to go through and we have to pick up the trailer for the logging. So it looks like we're about 6 minutes short of an hour, so that's right where we're going to wrap it up once we find the... Come on, really? I can still actuate the brake and the gas, but I cannot activate my parking brake. I think this is the right trailer, isn't it? No, that's the wrong one. There's the one I want for the longs. So we gotta get longs. Let's actually go in to the menu. Oh, there it is. And start this. What we need to do for this menu is get long logs to the quarry, which is a nightmare. Oh, I'm looking so forward to this. So forward to it. I'm lying. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Zero. Not zilch. Nothing. Nada. Let's stop the engine so I don't waste gas. And the drilling site, that should be fine. That shouldn't be too bad. We may have to probably use our MK38 to assist the P16, because it does not have all-wheel drive. It's just got the diff lock, so that's it's a bummer. That's why I don't want to do any of the logging, because you do need a good heavy-duty truck. And you know what? Let's go ahead and go ahead and go into the warehouse. If you guys were wondering, you gotta take your hand off the wheel, because the slightest input on that wheel will reset it from the mouse. So, but you can go into the garage just by double clicking and then hitting enter or X, whatever it is, depending on what you're using. But then we can go back to here, so we can actually go into the truck store. Which one's better, heavy or heavy duty? Don't you think they could have come up with a better name than heavy duty and then heavy? Like huge? Huge would have been acceptable. So we have a twin still, but we don't have the all-wheel drive. I don't think we do yet, do we? Oh, see, yeah. I want to say the all-wheel drive is in Alaska. But we definitely don't have that. We haven't gotten the cat yet, because that's in Alaska. And everything else is behind a paywall. Well, not really, but these are all behind a paywall. And I don't even know which one is the best one. Really have no clue. None whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, off-roads, they really can't handle logging very well. I don't have anything that can do... I don't think so. Let's double check. What's the biggest off-roader we have? The International Paystar. I don't think this can do a logging frame. Oh, it can do a logging frame. Switchables. Anyways, I don't know. You know what? Why don't you guys let me know in the comments as we wrap up this video. What would be a good truck? And if I get some comments before I make the next video, actually what I'm going to do is make the next video before this even gets posted, so never mind. But let me know what a good logging truck is and leave it in the comments. Hit subscribe, hit like, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, let me know what you guys think is a good logging truck. And hopefully I'll be able to get it. It's obviously got to be one that is purchasable in the game, and yeah, I'll use that on the return to Michigan, because I think what I'm going to do is do the P16 mission and then call it good. Let's actually go ahead and jump into the P16 real quick. I'm going to do the quarry, I'm going to do the drilling site, and then I'm going to move on to Alaska. So that's the plan. And like I said before, hit like, subscribe, let me know what logging truck you want to use, and all those other questions that I had throughout this video. And yeah, we will see you in the next video. So bye for now.